differences
that held themselves down the
on
gallery
which
and
we
slopes
need
into
to
the
put
sea.
one another in some sort of a case. So within, yes.
This is where debates get real, because you can hide behind philosophy all day long. You can use complicated language. You can make academic arguments that sound impressive. But when someone asks you a direct question about what you actually believe, that is when things get uncomfortable. And Christopher Hitchens knows exactly what he is doing here. He is not attacking the philosophy. He is not going after the abstract arguments. He is asking William Lane Craig to tell this audience what he literally believes happened in the Bible. Now, here's what you have to understand about cross-examination. In a normal debate format, you can prepare your statements, you can polish your arguments, but in cross-examination, you have to answer on the spot. And Hitchens is a master at this. He knows that the most effective way to challenge religious claims is not to debate theology. It is to ask believers to state plainly what they think is true. So when Hitchens asks him about exorcism, he is not being random. He is setting a trap. Because William Lane Craig just spent his opening arguments talking about evidence and reason and philosophy. He presented himself as a logical thinker, defending a rational worldview. And now Hitchens is saying, okay, let us talk about what you actually believe. Do you believe in devils? Do you believe Jesus literally made demons jump out of a man and possess a herd of pigs that then ran off a cliff and drowned themselves? And here is the moment. William Lane Craig, one of the most sophisticated Christian apologists alive, has to answer. And he says, yes, he believes that literally happened. Now, I want you to think about what just occurred. We went from fine-tuning arguments and cosmological proofs to demon pigs. And that is the power of cross-examination, because it forces you to connect your philosophical arguments to your actual beliefs. You cannot hide behind abstractions anymore.
Right. That would be sorcery,
No, it would be an illustration of Jesus' ability to command even the forces of darkness, and therefore an illustration of the sort of divine authority that he was able to command and exercise. This, as I say, is illustrative of this unprecedented sense of divine authority that Jesus of Nazareth had, that he even could command the forces of darkness and that they would obey. So whether you think he was a genuine exorcist or that he merely believed himself to be an exorcist, what is historically undeniable is that he had this radical sense of divine authority which he expressed by miracle working and exorcisms.
Right. And you believe he was born of a virgin?
Yes, I believe that as a Christian. I couldn't claim to prove that historically. That's not part of my case tonight. But I as a Christian, I believe that.
I know you believe in the resurrection, but
yes, and that I believe.
as a matter of biblical, what shall we call it? Consistency. It said in one of the Gospels that at the time of the crucifixion, all the graves of Jerusalem were open.
Turn left and lift the latches before the eggs hatched into snakes, the quacks.
Commonplace in the greater Jerusalem.
Still hear the drum.
That's in the Gospel of Matthew, and that's actually attached to a crucifixion narrative.
That's what it said. It says at the time of the crucifixion.
Yes, that's right. At the time of the crucifixion, it says that there were appearances of Old Testament saints in Jerusalem at the time. This is part of Matthew's description of the crucifixion scene.
Do you believe that?
I don't know whether Matthew intends this to be apocalyptic imagery or whether he means this to be taken literally. I've not studied it in any depth, and I'm open-minded about it. I'm willing to be convinced one way or the other.
What kind of exemplifies these guys? Exemplifies one. Okay. He walked along the lake, twig-legged, on pins and needles. Sun sunk deep in mud, my feet were webbed, just stuck to run. The sun bright, dry and shining, highlighting all the cheetahs. The moon so glowing low, bright ivory sliced on the horizon. The quacks, they hear the drone, a million ugly ducklings flying home. Hear the drone, a million ugly ducklings flying home. The drone of a million ugly ducklings flying home.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna upload this thing for a year because some things happened and we don't want them to
Let's just put in Linda.
we don't want our names to be affiliated with them until a year from now.